We had an emergency meeting yesterday with county partners to kind of go over planning for COVID-19. As of right now, the Department of Education closed all the school buildings. So I know a lot of schools are going to be looking at alternate education measures. They've got to get that plan together in the next week. The hospital is doing the testing as of right now too. They have a procedure room in their ER so they can kind of isolate the patients that need the testing. Something I didn't think that we could do in our building. We don't really have a place to isolate patients to. I'm planning on talking with them just in case things kind of ramp up and they feel like they're getting overwhelmed with people that need to come in and have testing done. We can try and plan a drive-through testing type thing if it comes to needing something like that. Figuring out where to do it. We can either do it at the health department since we've got the drive that kind of is shaped like a horseshoe, so we can direct people to come in one drive, go to the back, and have somebody back in the back with all their PPE on to collect the specimen, and then have the person drive through. If that seems like it'll be too clogged, I know that the lodge parking lot's kind of shaped the same way where we could funnel people through in the same fashion. So those are two options that I was kind of looking at for the drive-through testing if we end up needing something like that here. But I will get that plan together a little better. I'll talk to the hospital because they'll still help me coordinate the testing and have enough people there to do it. So once I've got that together, I'll come back and talk to you guys about it. I am following KDHE guidance on travel right now. What they've got out right now is anybody that has traveled to California, New York State, and Washington State on or after March 15th stays home for 14 days. Anybody that's visited Eagle, Summit, Pitkin, and Gunnison counties in Colorado within the past week stays home for 14 days. Anybody that's been on a cruise ship on or after March 15th stays home for 14 days. And anybody that has done any international travel on or after March 15th stays home for 14 days as well. Just so that symptoms are kind of showing up in a broad range between 2 and 14 days. So we want people to stay home if they've been to any of those areas or hot spots to monitor their health and make sure that they don't come down with any symptoms where they need to be tested as well. And that way they're not doing community transmission by being out in the community and spreading it if they do have it and they're asymptomatic. So I have gotten a lot of phone calls from people that have been directed to call us if they've traveled since it's spring break time. And I have had some families have to be told they have to stay home because of where they traveled. So I'm keeping a spreadsheet of that so that I have all of their information. I'm making sure to contact them each day to check on them, make sure that they're not having any health symptoms, and making sure that they're staying at home like I've asked them to do.
Sharon, will that change as the, like they were saying last night, Texas is getting ready to go on that list?
Okay. I hadn't had a chance to check.
Change daily for you.
Yes, it will. And like I said this morning, I haven't had a chance to sit down and pull the website up and see if there was a new updated one of these. I'm going off this one because it's the last one I had. But yes, I have the website pulled up on my computer all day whenever I'm at work. I have it pulled up whenever I'm at home because I'm checking my emails and looking at it while I'm at home so that I can try and be prepared for the next day because everything's changing every day, sometimes hourly, so.
So what are the guidelines to test for COVID?
So right now, KDHE's lab is the people that are processing it. I know that they're trying to get some private labs online to help with the burden once it starts ramping up. They want a negative influenza screen and a negative respiratory panel done before they will do the COVID testing. So far, we have had a couple of people tested in the county. One we don't have results back on, but the other one did the negative flu screen, negative respiratory panel, so they did the COVID test and it came back negative too. So they had respiratory symptoms, but it was from some other underlying medical issue. So, but that's what they're requiring is the influenza and respiratory panels be done and they have to be negative before they'll go ahead and move on to that. Because we are in the middle of peak influenza season too, so.
And allergy season.
And allergy season, and there's still colds going around, so
What is the respiratory?
Is that sputum?
no, it's a nasal swab.
There's 11 people in this room right now. Is that not in
We're
excess of
We're
what they're
supposed to be 10
recommending?
or under and 6 feet apart, technically.
Really?
Well, I'm just counting bodies.
You'd said something about using the Phillips parking lot. We're having a meeting tonight.
I don't foresee it happening right anytime soon.
And we're probably going to vote to close, not having more meetings for probably 6 months. But we just got to have one meeting to do that. If you wanted to send me a text as far as what you guys might want to do, even like worst case scenario, if you need the facility for doing the testing, we could just shut the lights down like that, use that. But if you would send me some stuff that you're talking about, or we could get approval before we get out.
Sure.
Worst case scenario, this thing we really want to do this month.
Okay, yep, we can do that today. I plan if we do that to try and keep as much of it outside as we possibly can because being out in the open, having well ventilated areas is best, so.
You thought about calling Doris and help you guys as well?
I have been texting her and if
And sitting into the phone.
there's a day that Emily has to be gone for an appointment, so I was going to ask her to please come in and help because there's no way I can answer all the phone calls myself.
That's what Kurt said, he was out there.
This morning hasn't been bad yet, but it's first thing in the morning too, so. And I mean, I might have to ask for help too if I start having to quarantine more families at home just for travel, to be able to keep up on contacting them every day. So,
Is that your job to contact them?
it sure is.
You just called him.
Is it gonna be an issue, if it gets worse in the next 15 to 30 days on how are the samples gonna get to Topeka?
So as of right now, they're overnighting them.
Okay.
They have to be there within 72 hours. So if they overnight them, it's fine. If it becomes a problem where they can't get it overnighted, we're looking at somebody's gonna have to drive it up there.
And the question that they had, does that person have to have a badge or can you like
I could,
swear somebody in?
I could
to-
take
to-
it up
to go?
there or,
Would they get there quicker? Because they're starting to worry by mail, they're gonna be put on the back burner, but if you take them,
You
it's
know
gonna
it's
be.
there.
Can
that's
any
right.
county employee take them for you? It doesn't have to
They
be
didn't
your department. See what I mean?
I will double check on that because
Because
I
you could run
haven't
into
read
that
anything
problem.
that states it has to be a certain person.
I wouldn't
So-
think it'd be feasible to have you drive into Topeka.
No,
No,
you need to
it's
stay
not.
here and your staff needs to stay here if we need to do that.
I did see, I am on an email list with all the county health departments, and I did see, I think it was Holby that was having issues with getting their specimens overnighted there, and the response from KDHE was, we'll drive it. And they're like, we're a small health department, we can't have people gone to drive the specimen. So then they're asking, can we ask Highway Patrol to do that for us? Can we ask law enforcement to do that for us? And I never did see an answer on that, so I'll have to check into that today, because
Oh, that
I
might be something.
don't know how that
If
works.
another county employee could get in the car and go, look, whatever.
How long does it take to get test results back after you get them?
So So when they first started, it was taking between 2 and 4 hours for them to process the specimens. And they were doing them in 2 batches, one in the morning and one in the evening. And whatever time your specimen showed up, there was whatever time that they decided to do it. Now, since they're getting so many specimens, it's taking 2 or 3 days to get the results back. Which is par for the course if you look at the other states. They started out getting the results out fast, and then as they got bogged down, it slowed down.
Hiring any more help up there to
Since they were asking reference labs to get online, that's gonna help a little bit with the burden. And the reference labs that are getting everything together to be able to do it are supposed to get their results to KDHE after they get them. And they can also send it to whoever sent it out. I need to find out from AMS if they're one of the labs that's doing the processing or not, because I haven't heard. They weren't mentioned in any of my webinars or phone calls as one of the reference labs, though.
Things change every day.
Yeah, exactly. So that might change. And I know there's information coming from everywhere about businesses being open and risk factors for the staff. And I mean, places that are very public, like the courthouse, kind of are at risk, especially if people aren't following directions and staying at home whenever they're sick. So it might be good to kind of think about that and trying to keep as many employees safe and healthy as possible too. So I know that I've talked to banks about being ready to shut down inside functions and just go to drive-through to try and keep their staff from getting sick to a minimum.
Judge Keeley's entered into this report that pushes out all jury trials, which will be a collection of people for the jury panels. But we will continue to operate the court as normal, unless the local judge sees otherwise. So right now, the courts will continue to function other than jury trials, and then if there's a speedy trial issue, I understand the legislature is ready to suspend what is referred to as habeas corpus, which has not been suspended since the Civil War, and will toll all speedy trials going forward for the next 8 weeks. Now, where they're at on that, I do not know, but I know that is in the works. So as far as the court system, we will function as normal until told otherwise.
So these courthouses that are close to the public, they're still gonna have people going to the
Yes.
court?
Yes, like municipal court in Wichita, I saw, it said, all trials that are currently scheduled will proceed, if it's just a traffic ticket, a speeding ticket, you don't need to come to the courthouse. But otherwise, if there's stuff scheduled, it will
You still will
continue.
have your docket days?
You will still have docket. I can tell you the head city court, I was there this morning, we are still at the court.
Are they limiting the number of people that can go in there?
No. Now, we're, at least in Hutch, we're trying to kind of segregate people as much, give them as much room as possible, and if they call and say, I don't want to come because, we're giving some latitude as far as that. But, business is still business. So I was looking already for Monday's docket. I've got 2 or 3 trials and a couple preliminary hearings, and so as far as I know, until somebody tells me otherwise, I'm going to be prepared for hearings and move forward. So as far as closing the courthouse, as far as I know, the courts will be open.
You can't really do that. I mean, you can't lock the doors, but
I don't think so.
They're doing it.
They are doing it. It's gonna happen in Ellsworth today, maybe.
And Edwards has done it. Ford has done it.
Because the
Potawatomi,
county's own
Harbor,
courthouse.
Bourbon, Osage,
But we're
Wichita.
looking at the county owns the courthouse.
Neosho, Cowie.
Oh, she's got a list.
Well, just, some of these are closed to the public, and then some of them are monitoring, making people come through one door and taking temperatures and things like
That's what I
that.
was going to suggest, if there was somebody that was able to be a way, if the doors don't get closed, to ask people questions about travel history and if they've got any symptoms. But
Which I think then somewhat opens the door to, Philip here, I mean, provided me a resolution as far as the situation, and I just have a couple of questions, and I don't know if you guys have it in front of you, it's listed as
No.
2020-9.
Disaster declaration is what he's talking about. So he may have a question for you, Shannon.
And I just, it says, it refers to all local disaster plans, and I don't know what all that entails. So before I can say, yeah, I jump on board or not jump on board, I don't know what those things say.
I didn't make copies, but I have that SOG.
They have it.
Okay.
So, what
So-
was handed out yesterday?
Yeah, what I'm
Yes.
going off of for what I'm using for planning is our community disease containment SOG. And I'm using this and following KDHE guidance for things.
And I'm not saying I agree or disagree, I'm just saying I did, when I saw that phrase, I didn't know what that was, and I thought we ought to explore to make sure everybody knew what that was, that we're not doing something that someone doesn't want done, or vice versa.
This is the same declaration that most of the counties are signing.
And I don't doubt
Other
that.
than verbiage, I think one county told me, maybe it was Sumner County, that their counselor had pointed out something that he wanted clarification on, which, that's why you guys, that's why I handed it to you.
Sure. It went out to every county?
Yes. Edmonds County signed theirs on Monday, a lot of counties followed suit this week, just depending on when their commission met. And as far as some guidelines, KAC is supposed to come, is what we were calling a conference call yesterday, KAC and KLM, two municipalities, is supposed to be coming up with something to deal with the public, so they're not staying on the door that close. Try to give you some sort of guidance.
And I don't know about the commissioners, but I know I've got a couple, 3 calls now, and I even asked him about it, and people are calling me saying it's Stafford County quarantine. And like Philip said, I don't know if you call out the National Guard to guard the borders or what, I don't know, but
I
I'm
feel
just.
like I'm gonna have even a hard enough time asking people to stay at home and not travel, because, I mean, we've already seen what happened in Johnson County with somebody that was positive that was asked to stay at home and they didn't.
I just worry we're gonna get a panic.
Yeah.
The bad thing is you watch TV and you hear 5 different things.
You don't know what's really true.
Yeah, I mean, just get,
And that's when common sense goes out the window,
Mhm.
everybody needs to have common sense and just relax right now. Relax.
good luck with that.
Relax and breathe.
I mean, really, right now it is about common sense and prevention, because we don't have any diagnosed in our county.
It's gone after one.
So,
As long as they
yeah, it
have
really has.
toilet paper under their arm.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna really help you with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect that into things.
No.
Well, and I can, I've been to the Walmart in Hutch, I can tell you that all the cleaning, all the toilet paper, all the canned goods,
All the meat.
all the meat,
Mhm.
it's,
But it looks
people,
like eggs and all that stuff, it's gone.
Yep.
Milk is very limited.
Butter was gone.
You couldn't even get eggs and Pratt yesterday.
Yeah.
You were reading earlier that if you've been to travel outside the United States, you'd be quarantined or this or that.
Mhm.
Is that in this paper?
and is that a self-quarantine or?
There's a spot underneath of C that talks about quarantine and containment measures, and these containment measures.
So that is on this?
And hopefully it doesn't change today.
There's strategies for containment on the 4th page, 5th page. It talks about isolation and quarantine, and I have,
But as far as the counties like in Colorado, if you travel outside.
those aren't listed in here.
that you read to us earlier?
Those are on KDHE's press release.
Could
that
I
I'm
get
using.
the company to make the copy of that in case somebody calls?
Yes.
Says, well, this is what they're saying. you should do.
It might
just so-
This will
change.
change.
That's
This is
okay.
something that gets
Texas,
changed.
I bet.
It changes every day.
If they have it
They would
listed
give
on
me a
their.
starting.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it would
You
be.
can look it up.
You
Well,
can look
you
it
can't.
up.
Lori can look it up on the.
They have everything posted on the KDHE website. They've got a banner to click that is only dedicated to COVID-19, and they have all of their updates on that page, and that's where I'm going to get all of the updates, along with checking email.
Well, here's my question. I mean, I don't mean to nitpick, but I'm looking at C. It says, plan to ensure provision for essential services and supplies to persons in isolation and quarantine, including food, water, shelter, etc. And then we get down to Phil at D, to ensure that legal authority and procedures are in place to implement the various levels of movement restrictions as necessary. Is that quarantining off Stafford County?
To my knowledge, I haven't heard anything.
I mean, that's why I was asking the questions. What does all of this, what are the definitions of these things? What are we talking about before you guys say, here's our stamp of approval? I'm just trying to ask questions.
It says quarantine may be applied on a voluntary basis or may be enforced.
Who's gonna enforce it? National Guard? Rob Morrow?
I mean, it's under.
mean, I
one of
don't know.
It's under one of my duties to enforce it, and that's why I'm calling daily to people to check in on them to make sure that they are
I'm
following.
not being critical. I'm
No,
just
I know.
asking.
And I pulled this is an updated one from KDHE that I used. So, I mean, under statutes, I'm supposed to be able to ask people to quarantine at home. So that's why I've been doing that, especially with the travel restrictions that KDHE put into place. So I have made a spreadsheet with information so that I can contact everybody every day through their 14 days at home to make
All
sure
you can
they're
do is
following
ask them
directions.
to do
But
it. If they don't
Yes.
comply,
and if I don't have very many, then I can go by their house and check on them and make sure that they're home. But if I get a lot, there's no way I can do that other than trust people to answer their phone and tell me that they're doing what I'm asking them to do.
it's a big ask.
Yes, it is.
Well, if people don't, that's when you're gonna have this big spike.
Yes.
Where the healthcare is.
Like, I'm not doing it to be a bad guy, I'm doing
And
it
that's
to
what
try and
we're-
protect the community, and I'm hoping people will understand that, especially when I go over everything with them. But,
See any better wording to that?
No, I don't have an alternative. I'm just,
I mean, I guess you can make the, you tell people they need to self-quarantine, and if they just refuse to, I mean, you're saying who's gonna enforce it? Well, I guess,
we don't have the resources at our disposal to,
but I mean, you just can't say you're not gonna do it. I mean, I guess when you get to that bridge, you cross it. I don't know.
well, to take it to the extreme, I guess. She tells somebody you need to stay home and they don't do it. Is that a crime? I would really have to do a lot of research to find that crime. But if it is a crime and he arrests them and puts them in jail, I guess they're quarantined in jail. But
I'm not
look
so
out.
sure- I'm not so sure you get a jail to take them.
That's the other thing. I mean,
yeah.
it's just it's a circle that has no end.
And unless the quarantine has teeth in it to mandate that they stay at home, you're gonna have to have some kind of teeth to it to make them stay at home. Otherwise, they're gonna do what they want.
Well, and that's what I was getting to. I have paperwork that I borrowed from Shawnee County that I wanted to bring up for the commissioners to look at for the quarantine and isolation purposes. The quarantining will be for the people that have no symptoms that have traveled. The isolation are for the people that have tested positive. But it's kind of a fill-in form that is specific to each person. And like I said, didn't have time to make copies this morning.
That's the thing. This thing is rolling so fast,
Yeah.
and that people are getting so
I mean,
That one
information
was
you
the
get this
14,
morning
this
will
was
change by
isolation.
noon.
Yes.
And then it'll change by 5 o'clock.
Yes, exactly right.
We're having 3 conference calls a day.
Yeah. It's just impossible to keep up.
On that email list, there are a lot of county health departments that are sharing some of their documentation and paperwork, which is making it nice so that everybody's not having to invent their own thing. So like I said, I borrowed this from Shawnee County that was using it for theirs already.
Think about this, does it have permanent significance or is it a short-term?
60
50 days.
I mean, the wording in it might be not be perfect, but I mean, I think it's something that we need to do. And if you have somebody that's says has the virus and they need to self-quarantine, they say, well, you can't bring a deputy and make them stay at home. And then they go out and they infect 5 other people and somebody dies. Is that going to put them up for a civil lawsuit?
Oh,
We
absolutely.
could down the road.
So, I
Absolutely.
mean, that's something that you just need to tell people.
The one thing I like about his form is it says it remains in effect for 60 days unless terminated earlier. So you can always come back in, let's just say something different happens in the next week, because it's changing daily. I mean, we can always come back and change this. So I don't mind, I'm okay with that part.
What happens when our one health nurse and our 3 sheriff, are infected by interacting with people that we're talking about? What's the contingency for that?
What happens if second floor gets wiped out with it?
There's a lot of what ifs. You can't make
just
just
have to
contingency
do-
Well,
plans.
just
Nita
have to
takes,
deal
Nita
with
takes over
everything
for the
as it
sheriff.
Yes, I do. I would become your sheriff.
In the absence of the sheriff
And the
and the
I know.
undersheriff, county clerk takes
So
over.
is there something that we need to do?
But if,
Well, I
but
just wanted to
if,
make sure
but if
that's
you
right.
do this
Please
stuff,
show
you
the
know,
Secretary
Right.
Ron.
I
Phillips
gotta
Ray.
think
Because I
about
have
the
to
high
email these out to
school
my people
government.
that are
It's
quarantined
president,
right now.
vice
I've been
president,
daily
then
contacting them, and
the
they
president
are
of the Senate,
No, it's
the Senate
here to
Majority
have.
Leader.
Hey, you guys
Speaker of
wanna
the
hold
House.
on just a
Yeah, I
second?
mean, there's a,
But I just want to make sure that you guys were okay with these before I was passing them out to people. Okay. Because that was what I was planning to do, was send these to people, because it gives them their timelines, it gives them the reasons why, and they have our number then, and there's no gray area for them. I feel like if they've got documentation like this given to them whenever I ask them to send it them.
It'll make a difference if they receive something.
Somebody can say, well, that's probably a good
Just
idea.
a thought.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Do we need to have an executive session?
I think it'd be a good idea.
How long?
Can I say one thing before you guys are? I think she's here, you know, there's a lot of concerns on what if. That's why she's here. We need to do stuff with the courthouse. The cities need to do things so this doesn't happen. She's here to help stop it. You know, and if we ignore everything, you could lose the whole second floor of the courthouse at one time. Or the city could lose 2 employees at one time. You know, that's why that's their job. They're trying to stop this as much as possible.
Because that's where
And
we are right now.
to
is
break everything
to stop
down,
it.
it's not perfect because it's all new. Everybody's in the same situation. You just gotta keep that in mind. This is trying to be slowed down. And she's doing a job to slow it down. So she don't get sick too.
Staff
But if
in
you do
St. John
nothing-
Cities have closed their offices to the public.
They have
I
a
don't know about
Dropbox
that,
for their payments, and they have online
It'll
payment
probably
options
happen.
too.
They're already just now, is like the library, everything else.
Yeah,
they're
everything
Limited your
is.
hours and everything else that we're next to.
And it's a short period of time. You know, that's what you gotta keep, you know, you got a lot of employers in Wichita and these places that their employees are working at home. They're still working, and are they working 8 hours? Probably not. But you know, the company, they're safe at home. That's what these companies are doing to keep their business going. just have to make some adjustments that you've never made before.
Well, not to get into the debate, but there's a lot of places where and employees are simply unemployed,
Sure,
which
Sure.
creates a panic amongst them.
sure.
How am I
That's
gonna, if I can find toilet paper, how am I gonna buy it? Because I'm not getting a paycheck.
Sure, sure.
And, you know, you talk about a short time, and a short time is, just kind of depends on which lens you're looking through,
Sure.
you know? It may be a short time to you and me, but it's a long time to other people.
Darren, you need in here real quick before they go into executive session. He just has a quick question.
All right.
No, he just has a couple of
Too
questions.
close. I've been talking with cities, filling them out about what times would work for them for cleanup week. And what I've got from them so far, 2 of the 3 cities that participated are not even wanting to do it. So, Jeff was supposed to come in today to voice his concerns, but he didn't show. I got busy. He answered for the city. And city staff are right, said they're not gonna do it. Has nothing to do with Corona. They just think it's abused. And they, you know, city staff said they provide a dumpster year round for people to put stuff in. And if there's an elderly or somebody that does not have a vehicle, pick up the haul, they'll go pick it up for them. That's also the city of St. John's here. Maxfield is still wanting to go ahead and do it. I told Troy, well, if you're gonna be the only city doing it, well, whenever it would work for you, just let me know and we can go ahead and.
I've had 2 city council members from St. John call me this morning, saying that St. John wants to do it. So I think there's some people.
It comes down to the employees don't want to do it, but the governing body has not said not to do it yet.
So I think it's St. John wants to do it. Troy Wright called me this morning.
Yes,
Said
we still
Maxville's wanting to do
want
it.
it as the mayor.
So I think maybe there needs to be some internal communication with St. John and their employees and the city council to figure that out before we make any real decisions. But I have understood the staffers no longer to do it.
Do you have a week set, Darren, or?
No. No, right now, I'm just pretty busy.
Why not just go ahead and let it do, but if the cities elect to join in and participate, they can, or they cannot. They can opt out of it, they can leave it open for other people.
Well, the problem is if you opt out or not, the curbs are still gonna get covered with stuff and be blowing around town. If the city's not gonna go pick it up, they're not gonna put it
People
down.
will see it and won't understand.
Yeah. And a lot of it gets
Staffers opted out, but
relocated.
people will still put stuff
Scatters
out.
through and
Yeah. I think that's the city's problem. And the cities normally contact you and set up a date, right?
yeah.
I would just say we kind of continue on with that. If St. John City wants to do it, then we contact you. And,
Talk to the council, not the employees.
yeah.
Well, but he could go ahead and set the date, and that's on there.
Sure. Yeah. I just set your dates. They can make it work. How's the leak on the roof?
I've put 18 hard hours on it since I topped it off when I had ankle service and stuff. And I've gone through 2.5 gallons of oil and 3/4 of stop put. Not really another gallon. So I got 3 houses.
Coming out of Stafford or something?
All on the west side. So that's pretty much goes nonstop. It hadn't seemed slowed up. Well, just yesterday, I took 3/4 stop. It seemed slow. Like I said, normally once we turn that house, it would be really hard. So, 18 hours of hard work stuff. Almost like
Maybe we're getting ready to get slowed down a
That's the
little bit.
website.
Once these
That's
houses
the
get
disease
done.
investigation website, so that
we're knocking down.
I have spreadsheet, so it's easier for me to just have that all on there. But I have that information.
It's when I first saw that.
Are you supposed to have that, like, spread that area out over a certain space so that
Well,
I don't want
How many ankle bracelets do you have?
yeah, exactly.
I have 12. Ten.
I think we have less than 10.
I'd check them out. Make sure they're serviceable.
I wrote this.
Okay.
out
Thank you, Darren.
Whenever
Okay,
it
thank
was just starting.
now elected personnel? I make a motion that we go into executive session for 10 minutes to discuss non-elected personnel.
Second.
With that Shannon.
Somebody else?
Mike. Rob.
Well, it'd be fine, Phil, if he was here.
want this, Mary.
Okay, we have a motion. And a second. We're in executive session, we're going to elect personnel for 5 minutes. 10? You said 10? Okay, 10. Phil is here. Yeah, tell Phil.
And with Phil Musser in there too.
Including the people.
Tell Phil we're waiting on him.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried.
We're kind of like some of them, they're just saying,
It's not saying we could move some stuff over.
Yeah.
They can do a lot of stuff online, and we can do a lot of it with them on the
I was
phone.
going to take the temperature.
So, you know, I mean, it is what it is.
No.
But
Anytime.
Nita, did you tell them about the
Attachments, and it's really hard to get them to open it.
All right, I'm getting ready to make a
Did you
motion.
tell them what our kind of our plan from last night? Or
We're back in.
Carol,
We're back.
Yes, yes.
That's all.
The doorbell and all that.
Yeah, well, I told you about the doorbell.
Yeah.
yes.
All right, I make a motion that Stafford County Board of Health, and Stafford County Courthouse will not be open to the public until, what the notice?
Effective when?
Effective noon today. Will not be open to the public until further notice. Pardon? Here it says Board of Health.
Good health department.
Health Department.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second that Stafford County, effective at noon today, will not be open to the public due to the recent health concerns until further notice. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Now, if we have court date, who's gonna check people to?
Can you check them at the door, put them in the elevator, take them out?
We'll,
Yeah.
Who is there?
I agree.
it's just on Mondays, Monday afternoon, I think
It's
it's
what?
Monday is the big day.
problem, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it is either, they're in our building, but
I mean, they said
maybe
they're on
George could come up
holidays,
and
they
sit at
said
the door
they're
that
on-
day and,
Yeah, but they're using our facility.
But I mean, surely that would
But
be
that's the
one or
thing,
two
it's your
people.
facility.
I mean, we're
I
not
don't
doing
know.
any kind of jury
no,
trials.
no, there's no jury trials, I checked with
I don't know. if
So
they're
you
in one
guys
time on- we
will
still
have
get
your
carried
doors
through
closed,
for jury
right?
trial on Good Friday when they were closed.
Okay,
We don't have a
or
say.
locked or whatever.
But these individuals that are coming in, they need to have their temperature taken and the interview.
Well, we basically just
So
need
there's
to say that Nita and I need to coordinate that. You, to make sure it's on for sure. And as far as like UPS and mail coming in, is there anybody else that should be coming in?
I think we can meet them at the
They're gonna
door.
ring the bell and
Yeah.
one of us will go.
And that kind of
Yeah.
interaction, you don't really have to do the screening, if you just take something and go back in the building and they don't come in, it's.
I mean, we'll have some issues to work around, but I think between all of us, we can make this work.
I wrote up a little plan if you want to hear mine.
Go ahead.
I just kind of Office staff will comply with copy requests as usual, and payment will be requested before sending copies, which is normal now, except for the prepaid accounts or charge accounts. And by sending, I mean emailing. We rarely mail them anymore. Recording of documents will continue as usual. Mail will be worked in a timely manner. Walk-ins will be met at the front doors. Documents will be checked for necessary recording requirements, which may consist of customer waiting at the door while staff returns to the office to check legal descriptions. Staff will then return to the door and collect the fees. Recorded documents and receipts will be mailed back in a timely manner, which is usual. Title companies and attorneys needing to research, and oil companies. Index books can be scanned and emailed. All of our books now can be scanned. We have the big scanner. I normally have a index page charge of $5 a page. I'm going to waive that for these researchers during this time. And then the researchers will provide us by call or email with the book and pages of the documents they need, and then we'll send those at regular cost. And then passport application processing will be suspended as long as the courthouse is closed, as well as other photo requests, because we do a lot of photos for concealed carry. And then I put office staff will try to accommodate all requests within reason. And then I also made a little list of supplies that I'm going to keep by the front door. Filing fee chart, sticky notes, pens, clipboard, hand sanitizer, and disinfectant wipes. If what? If I can find, I'm stocked up.
Yeah.
But there's
Yeah.
nobody gonna be coming into your office.
No.
No.
The reason,
That
no.
will speak for the public.
Right.
For the employees that work.
The researchers, they'll call us or email us, and we'll send them copies of the indexes or whatever, and they can look through the indexes from home, and then pick out what books and pages or copies they need. Like people that just want to bring, like we want to file a deed, call me, call my office, we'll have the number posted at the door, or ring the doorbell. Someone's going to go down there, get their request, bring their deed in, record it as normal, mail it back. Does that sound doable?
You guys will start moving over there.
We will probably meet in the annex for the time being, commissioners.
Because we can spread out more there, and
If there's more than 10, we'll probably.
if the
ask
public
them
does
to-
want to come, they won't be
We're still
coming
in
through here.
We're not China.
We're just trying to keep everybody out of
People
here.
out of their homes and throw them in jail.
Legally, I don't know that we can ask
Put them in
for
isolation.
making leave, but we can ask.
I just can't believe that they're underneath, but if they were
From what I
so
read,
good, just
Derek
so
Schmidt gave guidance on it, and
There's a
that
few.
if you don't allow public access at the moment, you
But they're
have
asking
to
us.
be able to live stream it. So I don't know if you're recording or live streaming.
That's
Me,
recorded.
I'm recording.
She's recording.
I can't live stream.
From what I read on Derek Schmidt's guidance on public.
You gotta have
meetings, the
David
public
do that.
meetings, it needs to be live streamed so that the,
Can that be Facebook Live?
it could be, I think, well, I don't know, I guess it could be. And I think that there also has to be the opportunity for the public to speak at that time,
Either call in or,
And you
yes.
can do that
Are
on
you gonna
Facebook
see
Live.
it?
I just think it's easier if we
put
move
Doris on notice that
Yeah.
she's out of retirement.
She's in this group.
You might see if you can get her, or maybe we can find somebody else to get out there and help you.
Do you have anybody
It
else?
won't be me because.
Somebody
your world
younger.
freaks me
Do you
out.
have anybody else on mind that could take Kenny's spot for 3 weeks? Because, I mean, that's a big deal for Doris, I mean, if we need that Doris up here, then we still, and I think your phone calls have just started.
Showed Emily how to do a lot of it, so she's been doing that.
So EMS person.
She's been answering
They can
phones,
take
she's been
10
doing a
years.
lot of the stuff that he normally
Maybe
does.
she have someone full-time on
She
it already.
probably could.
Answer the phone.
That's it.
I'm gonna put Bryce on the spot. He actually had a good idea out there for you.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know how the qualifications go, but I know, like, there's a lot of nursing students that, obviously, their colleges are shut down right now, and some of them are in various stages of their completions of degree. I don't know if there's some way that you can reach out, like Barton County nursing students, or, you know, to get some part-time help.
They're asking
I'm
for
sure you
insurance.
We were talking
Oh, I hadn't thought
They were
about
talking
that.
about
Yeah,
how,
would be-
you know, just, there's,
Yeah.
you know, there's various stages, and I don't know what
Is that who she just said?
qualifications you have to be trusted to be
Yeah,
able
they're-
to do
yeah.
those
I see that.
Yeah.
procedures that you need to do, but, I don't know if you could reach out to like the head of the nursing at Barton, and just let them know, hey, you know, some part-time help as far as that goes.
Thank you for thinking of
Randy,
that.
Randy could hook her up for
Kaylee?
And
But,
you could route the phone calls to her.
but then she would have to.
What about EMS staff? Some of them are full-time employees anyway. Have them down here or things like that. They can do temps. And they're already paid.
It's just gonna have to work your way through it.
Well, we all.
Because it's
Well,
gonna
we
be
gotta flag-
piecemealed as you go, because things are gonna change. Dynamics are gonna change. You just move on and adapt and make that work.
Right.
That made a big statement.
Yes, it did.
I know they've been.
We're taking it seriously.
She works at the hospital, the state hospital. Wanted to come in, she's like,
That's good.
Great.
Will is down, so.
can you
It's
take
just
this?
right, you got to
Yeah.
attack the victim, are we gonna
Yes.
lose it to the public?
You cancel that meeting, that
Yeah.
case meeting.
Yes, case meeting was canceled.
The courthouse,
Right now.
it basically is just.
Gotta go.
It's
Storm spot.
But we're still gonna go to court on Monday, go through checks.
I'll do screens and
Okay.
You're gonna check them
You
then.
have extra personnel just to make.
Person, everyone.
On the ground.
Are we gonna check
floor,
employees?
just
Start with you, Mary.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay, I'll be there.
We're hoping those employees have enough sense to stay home after not well.
Unless
That's
it's
what
somebody
everybody's doing
new.
with millennials. too.
True. I think that would be easier.
If you want me to come back after this.
Okay, we've got some cancellations on meetings. The SCASE meeting that was for April 2nd has been canceled. The storm spotter meeting, it's scheduled for,
April 6th.
it's been canceled. And the extension wants to cancel that special meeting they wanted to call next week. Because as
So-
I understand, extension's working from home.
So the extension office meeting that we have for next Tuesday is
Is
canceled.
off.
Okay.
I had booked for the governor's conference at the end of this month and they canceled it as well.
There's lots. Well, your conference got moved from April to July
Yeah.
so far.
The KCCA.
So I'll try to keep you guys up to date on all that.
There is a KAC teleconference this Friday.
Yes, I saw that.
That might be good to tune into. I can't remember what time it
I
was.
can't either, I gotta get going.
You probably weren't up for all this excitement.
She knew this.
It's just the way the world is right now. So, all right.
It's been pretty wild out there.
Yeah, if it was measles or smallpox.
Give them shots in the car. This is, you guys,
Good job.
thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I gave you some information that Amy gave me about the extension office, but I think that has changed. It's that she put the red on it. Because I believe, that's when they were still working out of their office, but I believe now they're working from home. So that's obviously changed. What else?
Friday, March 20th, or March 20th at 2 PM is that teleconference on COVID-19. By Bruce Hadley, Louisville.
Then the secretary.
Is that 2:30?
2.
So this has already been changed,
I'm,
because she says are not working from
Yeah, I heard today they were, I haven't talked to her directly, but that's right.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes for the March 11th meeting.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to pass the minutes from March 11th, please. All in favor, say aye. Motion carried. I would move that we pass resolution 2020-9.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass resolution 2020-9, COVID-19 public health emergency resolution. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried.
You need a copy of that back, Bill.
Yes, I
That
do.
resolution went.
Yes.
I'll email.
Yeah, I just sent that to the state. Yeah, whatever you, that's fine.
Okay.
Two more. I have one of these if anybody needs that. All right,
Sure. That's what I was handing out at the, I have on your agenda.
Standard
to
operating
revisit
guide
the
for
core
disease
contribution,
containment.
they asked me to put that on there.
COPD 19.
Is that from yesterday?
Probably.
Yesterday. I kind of get one.
Yeah.
Is that, can we do that when we're doing our daily budget stuff?
If you want to put it in the budget next year, yes.
I would just, deal with that right now.
The problem I have is that, we reduce the contribution to outside agencies. And I'm really reluctant to do anything as far as it's a charitable organization, so I think that's my opinion.
That's what
Are they pushing these or something?
They want an answer, I think.
Yeah.
my answer would be that.
If they want to push for an answer, that's it.
Is that the
I just-
consensus?
Yeah.
And since it is taxpayers' money, they're aware of it.
I visited with them too.
I just put in your minutes, it was a consensus board to not appropriate any funds for organizations. Is that good?
That's good.
Okay. The yard work, I know this is way, really don't care about this. I talked to Brandon Blixen, who does our yard, about pulling out all the evergreens, the overgrown bushes. He wants $2,500 to do that. I don't know you guys, I don't do yard work, I hate yard work. I just don't want the yard torn up when it gets done.
We take care of them that day. Without
You won't tear up my yard?
Take the stumps,
No, I will not.
you take out the stumps.
Bless Shane, he's gone, but I will not tear up your yard.
They want all the evergreens out, we want the grass that clear up to the courthouse.
Okay. Yeah.
If you guys could get them out, I could probably get Brandon to haul in the dirt and do that part of it.
There's two stumps out there, and the trees that were.
In the middle of
in
the-
Eric Regal has a stump
Does he?
grinder that he would probably grind
Okay,
those stumps.
well, that's,
If you guys
that's,
can't get them out.
Because they're,
Lee has one also.
okay,
can rent
I,
You can rent it.
Yes, you,
Road and Bridge will be in charge of them.
so you're gonna, and you will do it?
hey, how quickly you need them?
Yes.
Well,
before.
I mean, the way this weather is right now, I mean, I
You
can't
looking for
sit
stuff
past.
for people to do?
Well, a little bit of stuff, yes. And that's not going to take
That's
that
fine. I don't, because he talked about getting sod to put back in instead of trying to seed it, which I'd be fine paying for
long. I
sod.
say that's a ways away to sod some.
Yeah, but, I mean, we need to get it done so we can get some dirt in there, get it settled, and if I have to move sprinklers, I'm not sure if we will have to cover the grass. Those bushes are, they just need to be.
They're just trash collectors.
They are,
They
and
catch trash.
they look good when you first put them in, but then they just,
But you guys won't be able to get those big stumps out there. I don't think you can get a piece of equipment big enough.
we can have big,
I mean, we
big
can, most of that stuff we can
Yeah, but not those big stumps that's cut back on that. I would say you need to either contact Eric or the city and have Brian know.
Cool. I think that's all I have. Like I said, we'll just start meeting over the annex from now on.
Do we need to have Rob show up where if we got 100 people show up, that he can use his outdoor voice and say,
Depends on the
I mean, exactly. They may shut everything down. I don't know. But, we just don't know. I think we're gonna have to adhere, like Mike said, to our agenda. If you're not on the agenda, you can't meet with the board.
Yeah.
Because we've gotta have it structured and,
Or can't speak,
well, yeah,
they can be there.
yeah. I mean, you can't have an audience with them. They can sit there, but they can't.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, that's the law.
Lots of people.
Because it was a public meeting.
Somebody invited somebody. Without our stuff. That's on YouTube. So did I.
So good.
I'll just make a statement, the open meeting law is not friendly to the government.
I'm gonna go. Are we done?
Carolyn, you have anything?
Well, I was gonna introduce, what a time to start a new position.
Our meetings usually aren't this busy.
This is Devin Wilson, he started with us this week. Will be working with us through AmeriCorps for a period of 6 months up to a year. And the position is the arts-based community development position, so a large part of that will be working with Grade Studio to develop programming and finish the physical remodel of that building. We also have a mural project that is still going on, weather permitting, and several other things kind of up in the air. We had intended to have Mike and Bill, or rather Mike across Kansas through this summer. I don't know when all those things are going. So in flux, but he's here, he's living in the upstairs of the 311.
Where are you from?
I'm from Atchison, Kansas.
Oh, okay. So you're used to the weather, unlike,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, Hannah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
We actually made a connection with him last summer when he came through on the Bike and Build. So that's an organization that does cross-country bike rides and does awareness for affordable housing and also does sweat equity kind of projects contributing to affordable housing. So they stayed here and we didn't do a housing project that fit that timing, but they helped us with the renovation of the 311 workspace. Well, you guys, some of you.
He was the one that had all the blue paint on.
We went through.
Okay, yeah, you were here that day. So he was part of that group, and that's how we initially made connection. We stayed in touch and has been doing some work in upstate New York in the fall and down here. So, my mind has kind of been going toward how do we use this as an opportunity. You know, we have a whole remote work program. We're going to try to increase awareness of that and push it out to people that, you know, like the displaced college students and stuff. So, you know, even stuff like when I see all of our counterparts are kind of shutting down and not doing a whole lot, does that mean that there's a new opportunity for us, you know, that don't have to follow, you know, state? And they just put them on administrative leave. They're not even working from home, you know, in some positions. They're on flat out administrative leave. So I don't know, that is kind of an opportunity for us where we can manage a small work environment, you know, keep people, you know, distanced from other people and be smart about how we interact, but still try to, you know, capitalize capitalize on this idea that others maybe not being as aggressive right now with trying to pursue opportunities, and maybe we jump in and try to be all more so. More so, do some of that.
Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Stay here long, we'll have you here.
Oh.
Just tell him that.
He's been here his whole life. but yeah.
Don't drink the water.
I've been here 42 years though, so. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
No.
Rob, you got anything?
Oh, and I'll just mention also, we have moved all of our operations over to 311. It was just getting too hard. We kind of joked about the idea that it feels like we're remote workers without the benefit of no commute.
Yeah.
You know, seriously, it was just getting hard. Now that we're a team of 4, it was, I think, our own internal communication and so forth will be better on a day-to-day basis.
Everybody's on that.
So, yeah, yes, I mean, I still have a few things over in my annex office, and we'll, what Lita and I talked about doing anyway is I left the big conference table in there, and, put it over there, but if I took everything out of that office, and just had a conference table in there, it could be something that the county uses for small meetings.
Yeah.
We do have like historical files, we have 2 or 3 big cabinets that I don't have room to put over there, so if we could maintain that as a locked area that economic development uses, just.
Well, we thought we could put her files in that other room.
Right.
So if there was, like, say, township or cemetery board that wants to.
Yeah, that'd be
meet.
nice for a township board meeting.
That's what I was thinking of.
Instead of using our conference room down
Exactly.
here, we can use it over there.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to come here and meet after dark, because it's haunted.
Well, I didn't know that, but the annex.
Well, we meet at the annex for our township board
Yeah.
meetings, and you gotta get a table out
And
instead
you've
of
got
chairs, which isn't a
cemetery
huge
board
deal,
that
but
does
if they
the
had
same
it.
thing, there are 3 or
Right.
4 members, so this would be perfect, we can,
Well, it's a table that's set up with 8 chairs,
It would be-
it comfortably accommodates 8.
Now, are you out of there? Can I shut that internet off over there for
Yes.
you guys?
I mean, I got Bill had part of the road crew yesterday that moved furniture for me yesterday. And we're still kind of in limbo with some phone stuff, but I hope that gets resolved today. I would say yes, turn off the internet for the economic development.
Okay.
If we really get busy enough that all of those offices are requested or whatever, maybe figure out something different to evolve to next. But right now, we have the space over there that's not being used in the back offices, so it's gonna make sense.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Do they have anything else?
Nope.
We'll adjourn.